Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you write one in the chat if you can hear me? I'm using AirPods right now, so I don't know if that's gonna affect the sound. Hopefully, it doesn't interfere with the microphone connection. It sounds good. Okay, cool. Um, Today's gonna be pretty chill. We're gonna talk about like a few small things, but overall, it's just gonna be like chatting and kind of just discussing a few things that I've had in mind. I think that's just what we're gonna do for today. What's cooking good? New haircut? Yeah. Uh, I went to the hair salon that you went, but I think the guy who cut your hair was not there, and so we looked for like this other replacement guy to like do the haircut. And then I mean, she didn't like it, but I think it's because she's biased. She doesn't like my haircut, so she's been basically trying to push me to cut my like whole hair, um, because she doesn't like the fact that I have like the separation here in the middle. So she's extremely biased, and she wants to like she wants to shave my hair basically. Wait, do you go to the dentist already? Yeah, I did. I did. Uh, because of COVID, I didn't go to the dentist for a long ass time. And usually, what happens is that if you have any issues, small issues, you usually want to go to the dentist just because they can spot it and they can like fix it right away. But because I didn't go for a long time, I think the last time I went to the dentist before this time was in 2019. So it was like about like 5 to 6 years without going to the dentist, and then my teeth were destroyed. There were so many issues, small issues, that just became bigger and bigger, and then yeah, it was not good. I think they had to fix like so many different things. I had a ton of cavities. Like it was a disaster. So, moral of the story: go to a dentist at least once a year. Okay. On the sides, I like to keep like the side and the back to be like kind of like a fade, and then like on the top, just kind of like messy, kind of like look. Especially with a perm, I think is probably better. How was the experience with the dentist? It hurt like no, no, no. We didn't go to the dentist that you said that hurts a lot. We went to a new one. So you know that there's like this clinic, right? That we basically go to in order like they kind of prescribe like different vitamins for you depending on what your blood work says, and we like they recommended like this other like dentist, and then this dentist is supposed to be like super expensive or whatever. So so we went there, and yeah, this guy like it didn't really hurt. He was fine. He just like spotted like too many issues, and then this guy was like, "Yo, you need to bring your toothbrush, and I need to teach you how to like brush your teeth because like there are like way too many issues." But then it turns out that the reason why there were a lot of issues is because before, when I had issues with my teeth with my previous dentist, he didn't really do a good job. So a lot of the issues that appear today were because a lot of things in the past were not fixed correctly. They didn't do that for me. Yeah, they took you to the bad one. They took you to they took you to the torture chamber. Yo, Jen, what's up? I wanted to go there. Yeah, yeah, because I told mom that that dentist was really like that you were complaining about how painful it was. But then she said like, yeah, like we're not gonna go to that one because we already got feedback that she's not good. So yeah, I never really got to experience that one. But the current one, apparently he's like super famous because all of his patients are like like famous people. Like apparently you can't like they can't really disclose who they are, but that's what they said. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, I think overall I've been taking care of like everything. So like health wise, I went to that clinic to do blood work. And yeah, apparently I'm deficient in like a bunch of stuff like vitamin D3 and selenium and vitamin A and a bunch of other shit. And then the other things, I think they do like a full analysis of like every single part of your body. So your heart health and I don't know, other things. Your hormone health, your enzymes, and like whatnot. Like it's a full like full report, right? And then yeah, they show that I'm pretty deficient in a lot of things. But then overall, I think my heart health is like super super good. And then yeah, in general, like I don't really have a lot of issues compared to like the regular person, just because generally speaking, my life is relatively healthier. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I exercise regularly, so yeah. I think most of the fixes are they just come down to supplementation. I think other than that is fine. That's why you didn't go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't get to experience the painful ones, the ones that you did. I didn't stream last week. I think last week I decided not to stream because I figured like people would be going out for Halloween. So I was like, okay, you know what? People have better things to do than watch me talk online. So yeah, you should probably just go out and have fun. But then having about like 2 weeks to kind of like think about stuff. Um, I don't know, because I feel like generally speaking, right? If you're someone who is busy, right? If you're someone who has a job, who is usually on the run all the time, and who's busy like doing your own stuff, I feel like you don't really have a lot of time to think about like how things are going because you're constantly like on the go, like oh I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Everything's kind of like scheduled, and that was kind. So basically, how it worked was like I would wake up at like 5:30, right? Um, Actually, no, it was at 5, and then I would like eat breakfast and brush my teeth and get ready to go to the gym. I would get to the gym by 6, and I will start my workout from 6 to 7:15, 7:30. I would train, and then from 7:30 to 8, go back home, and then get ready to work. Thankfully, I work from home, so then it would my work would start at 8:30. From 8:30 to 5, I'll be like busy at work, and then after that, I'll have to shower, cook, and then sleep like pretty early, like around 9, just because I need to wake up at 5 in the next morning. And on the weekends, so on Saturdays, I would have tutoring, so I would work on that day, and then on Sundays, I would have a part-time job at a supplement store. So I feel like being on the run like that, working 7 days a week, and then always been busy, plus training, plus sleeping early, all of those things kind of impede you to basically have free time to think about like what's going on in your life. And now that I'm kind of like resting and taking a break, I feel like I have like way more time to think about like okay, like what's going on, what do I have to improve, what I need to be focusing on, and all of that stuff. uh yeah, and I realized that like I think I have a lot of issues going on. So for example, right, something that have been something that has been bothering me for the last I'd say like what, like 6 months. um so I've been having like some pain like somewhere here on my back but close to my neck area, okay? And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's just a strain. It'll go away or whatever. But then it would never go away. But it was not like bad enough for me to be like, oh my god, I need to go to the doctor. Okay, so then it's just like some pain, and then I realized that like it usually gets like pretty bad when I do when I do lower body exercises, so squats and RDLs, so Romanian deadlifts. Um, so I figured like okay, it's probably something to do with my trap because on the squat you have to rest the bar on your traps, like right here. And then for the RDLs, you're stretching your traps because they are responsible for holding the weight of the bar. Um, so yeah, I've been having like this pain, like this kind of like dull pain, and like it's been like super super annoying. And then every now and then, when I move my neck, it's just kind of uncomfortable and kind of tight. Um, and then I feel like a radiating kind of like tingling sensation go down my shoulder and um, my arms. Um, so yeah, like it's been weird, but it doesn't really impede any of my functions. I can still train hard. I can still like function, like wrap things, carry things. Like it's fine. And then when I came here to Taiwan and I started getting like everything checked out, I went to this like I don't even know how to say it, naprapathy place. Let me see. Hold on. Let me search up what the function is. Okay, a form of nerve dam. No, it's not that. Napra. A manual therapy that involves gentle manipulation of body connective tissues, joint, and muscles to treat pain and dysfunction. Okay, so I went to this naprapathy place, and yeah, they started like like I don't know, doing stuff and like massaging and everything. Uh, and then they after that, after they kind of like adjust you or whatever, they send you to this kind of physical therapy office ish next door or across the street. And then what they do is they take pictures of you and they use AI to basically look at like how you're standing and like whether everything is aligned, whether you have any imbalances and stuff like that. And then it turns out I think like one side, so on my back on the right side, I think it's like way more is way tighter. And so when you look at like all the symptoms like online, I don't want to I don't want to say this with too much conviction because obviously I'm not a medical professional, but I think I have. So the informal term is a pinched herniation. Okay, so basically what's happened, I think, is that your spine in between the discs, there is like this little like space right in between like every disc in your spine. Okay, and usually you have like a substance in there that kind of like keeps everything mobile. Okay, but the problem is that I think like sometimes when you add a lot of weight or you do a lot of like repetitive motion, um, what happens with those discs is that it compresses on one of them and there is damage in between the tissue. And so when it compresses, the stuff in between kind of bulges out. And then when it bulges out, it kind of touches like one of the nerves because your nerves go down your spine, like from your brain all the way down your spine. So it kind of touches the nerve, and that's why you feel the tingling sensation go down your shoulder and your arms. I think I have that. So then, when you look at like when you check online at the treatment, usually the way that you fix it is, I think it's rest basically, and then just avoiding things that will trigger the pain, the painful sensation. And now the debate, the internal debate that I have with myself is okay. The problem though is that usually for my training schedule, I train throughout the whole year, and I want to basically, I basically want to like test myself every, I want to say every end of like every December, like at the end of every year, I want to test my strength because I want to make sure that I'm improving in my performance at the gym, right? Um, but then with this thing over here, I cannot squat, and I cannot do any kind of like hinging movement. So like if I basically that basically means like deadlift is probably not good. So we're so close to the end of the year that I'm debating whether I should just push through a little bit or I should just give it up. That's what I'm trying to like. I'm trying to figure that out because we're so close. It's November right now, okay? Just one more month, okay? I can like tough it out and then test myself and then I start like treating it. But um my fear is that I break something in the last like month and then I fuck myself like for real and then I risk having permanent damage. So yeah, I'm trying to like figure that out. I'm not sure entirely what to do, but that's something that I've been dealing with. But yeah, all that to say, okay, going back to what I was saying in the beginning, I just don't know. Um, yeah, I didn't really think about any of this because like I was very focused on like what I was doing. I was like always on the go, and so yeah, I didn't really have time. It was like it was like small pains. So I was like, okay, fuck it. Like I would just like tough it out. Um, but now that I have some time, like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know if I should do anything. If I should like push through or not. Uh, don't push through. I feel like the risk is too big. Yeah, I think so. I'm leaning that way. Um, the saddest part is that I actually made so many like so much. Um, uh, I've had like so many improvements throughout the year. Like I'm sure I'm 100% sure that I can like push past my limits this year and then like break my PRs from last year. But I don't know. It's risky. It's risky. Uh, think long term. Yeah, I agree. I think I should probably just chill and then let it heal. Usually, it takes 4 to 6 weeks, according to what I've read. But given that this has been bothering me for like 6 months, I don't know if it's gonna take longer. I'm not sure. I just fear that it's gonna take like so long that well, but at the end of the day, even if it takes long, I should probably just like wait it out. Yeah, and then I need to like basically evaluate my whole training because there are probably some exercises that are just triggering the pain, like making it worse. An annoying part is that the pain is not immediate. It's not like I do the exercise and I feel pain. Usually, the way that you know is that when you do the exercise, almost like no exercises trigger the pain immediately. But usually, what they do is uh, like a day or two after, you would feel like, oh my god, like yeah, it's specifically after leg day. Like if I have a bar in my back, like yeah, it's think logically, not emotionally. Um, yeah, that's true. Don't let emotions sway your judgment. Yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, I'm honestly leaning towards just like chilling, but it's just very unfortunate because we're so close. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about, and that I have like more time to think about stuff. And then um, also, I feel like I don't know about any of you, but generally speaking, I feel that I'm the kind of person who I like to stay busy because I feel like if I have like too much time in my hands, I just don't really do anything. I just like I spend too much time like on YouTube, and then I just like watch videos or like read articles and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't really do much, so I need to stay busy and productive, which is why well, part of it is like streaming. Um, what do you think about FST 7 training? FST 7 I don't know what that is. Um, but yeah, like if I have like too much time in my hands, um, I just feel like I'm not really productive. I need to find. Well, I've been lately. It's been better because I've been learning a lot more about like editing and how to like create thumbnails. And in the beginning was a pain in the ass because every single step I had to like search on Google how to do it, and it took forever. But now, I think it's been better. Plus the fact that I probably have like some mild ADHD, it doesn't really help. Kenny Rambod developed this training style. I think it's about volume. Oh yeah, I know about that guy. I just don't know. Is that the guy? Is Hanny the um, Chris Bumstead's coach? Right? Is he coaching Cbum? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't really know anything about him except for the fact that he has trained a lot of like successful bodybuilders. Um, but other than that, I don't really know too much about him. I haven't looked at FST 7 training. My guess would be that I'll probably disagree with like minor things, but in general, it's probably good. Um, actually, can we find it online? FST 7 training. Okay, I'll look at it after. Well, like once it loads. Well, we can talk about it after. Um, but yeah, generally, those have been my thoughts over the last 2 weeks. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been, you know, thinking about more things in general. Um, anything interesting happening on your end? Jen, you haven't been speaking. What's up? What's up with you? How's life? Arcane season 2 part 1 came out. Oh, already? Is part How many episodes in part 1? I just watched the video. I think it was yesterday. Like everything you need to know from Arcane season 1 because it's been so long. Um, Before watching season 2. Yeah, and then damn, like there are so many details that I missed, or I probably just forgot. It's super interesting, and I'm super excited for Arcane season 2. I'm just waiting for um, all the parts to come out to probably just watch all of it at the same time. 3 episodes. Do we know how many episodes in total? Like, is it gonna be like 9, just like season 1? 9 total. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be the same as season 1, so that's good. 3 parts of 3 episodes each, just like season 1. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably just wait. Do we know when the other parts are coming out? Every Saturday for us here. Um, so about like 3 weeks. Okay, yeah. I'll probably wait it out and then I'll watch everything at once. It's probably gonna be so hyped. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, speaking of League, did anyone watch the World's final? Faker winning another trophy. He is crazy. He's actually the GOAT. People say that if you are in your late 20s or close to your 30s, that your reaction time is like kind of shit for League. But I feel like he's just better and better. He's just getting better and better because I think for League, every season becomes more difficult just because you have people spending more time in the game and the game becomes like they put like way more resources every year into the game to try to like improve it, to try to like implement more options for players so you can like you can basically perform a lot of plays right now that you couldn't do like 5 years ago, for example, just because of the status of the game, how the game has evolved. So yeah, I feel like this guy is just too good. He was born for it with the fifth title. Yeah, I think he's been in the world's finals. How many times? 9 times out of like 14 seasons. Do you see Nick's transformation? Yeah. I'm not sure how much of it is lighting, but he definitely improved a lot. Just because you just have to be consistent. Okay, like I think for most people, if you're consistent for like 4 months, usually you see a lot of improvement. So for him, it's been 3 months. So yeah, you should be able to see, difference in your physique. But then like, you probably feel a lot of pressure because then he's like catching up to you. The other thing is like he's kind of lean, so like he doesn't really have to focus too much on that. He just needs to eat. I need that competition. It's all right. Yeah, I don't really have any competition. I can't think of anyone who's in like who I'm like relatively close with that it's around my level. Hey, school is effing me from back though. Okay. blah blah blah. Keep talking. Hey, I'm not trying to brag. Okay, I'm just stating facts. Okay. I mean, I've been training for like what, like 4 years. Wait, hold on. Let me think. I think I started in 2019. So technically 5 years, but then like I think I wasted 2 years without training because of COVID. So like 20, because in Canada, between 2020 to 2021, like end of 2021, I think we still had lockdown. So gyms were not really open. Um, so it should be like what, like 3 years, 4 years, uh, almost 4 years, consistently. Um, yeah. So actually, that's kind of sad though, because like 3 to 4 years is not even that long, and I already have like issues with my neck and my back. Maybe I should chill. Con cuidado. Wait till I finish college is my weakness. I literally can't. I went to mom and I went to a fortune teller, right? And then he said that you would be a chubby, like a chubby person in the future. He said that I'll probably like it's a fortune teller, so you obviously take everything with a grain of salt, but with a bucket of salt. But basically, he said that like I'll be like in generally good shape. Obviously, there's gonna be ups and downs, but generally I'll be in good shape. But then I think in 10 years you'll be a fatty. That's what he said. I'm doing such an effort to be mediocre. What? Wait, are you saying that you're putting effort to be mediocre, or are you putting a lot of like? But when I'm done, I'll be e-bum. Okay, good luck, e-bum. Oh, yeah. There's been like way too many things in my mind lately. The other thing is like because I spend so much time on online, right? Just watching YouTube videos. Something I realized, and it's kind of funny to say it in a stream, but I realized I hate streamers. Oh my god, streamers are so obnoxious. Um, yeah, it's kind of ironic because I'm trying to be one, but I don't know, like especially the IRL ones are when I look at the type of content that they're posting, that you're getting up on people's faces and then like just doing the most foul shit ever. I think there was one in the past that I saw where there was this guy who was walking around Vegas, and then I think there was like this couple like making out on a bridge or something, and then this guy he just like went up to them, started instigating a fight. Um, and then they were like playing all tough and whatever, and then when the couple kind of like started like screaming back, right, because obviously they were like having their moment or whatever. um he just like took out a gun, and I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you streaming this? Like what the fuck? For the money, I know, for the money, but like, bro, come on, like there are better ways to make money. I feel like, I don't know. I, I don't even know how platforms are allowed to like monetize this. Like you going like instigating people into like uh potentially like violence. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not sure how that works. Um, but I hate streamers. Oh my god, because I also feel like something happens in their head where their minds get corrupted in a way where like they get so audience captured. Like I feel like a lot of streamers when they get big, um, they get triggered so easily. Like for example, they would have like another person talk about them or like mention their name and whatever, and unless it's them glazing their ass, okay, like talking the most wonderful like positive things, unless it is that, if there's one single small thing, maybe a neutral statement that can be interpreted in a maybe like a slightly bad way, they get so triggered. And I feel like a lot of it is not them actually being triggered, is them getting triggered because their audience wants them to get triggered. Does that make sense? So like if you have streamer A, okay, let's call streamer A like just person A, okay. Person A is a streamer, okay, and then this person uh, is talked about in another person's video or stream or whatever, right? I feel like if they weren't a streamer and then they heard that, it would be like, oh, okay, yeah, who cares, like whatever, right? But then I feel like when they become streamers, they're like, in the beginning, they're like, oh, okay. And then they look at the chat. And then everyone is like, oh my God, you shouldn't let that slide. Oh, you should like respond. You shouldn't like let them disrespect you like that. And then they get super triggered. They're like, yeah, you're right. Oh, I shouldn't like, I should get so triggered. Oh my God. I don't know. I just feel like that's the case. It's just, I don't know. I trust you, okay? All of you, family and friends, okay, to keep me in check. If I become cringe, okay, please stop me. I'm actually kind of getting triggered. Anything else fun happening over there? Oh, Jen, by the way, I'm pretty sure Singles Inferno is coming out. Another season. Yeah, I think so. I heard it's coming out. Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch it. Because I think they film it every year. And I think usually it comes out in November or December. So I think they filmed it like, July, August, December. Because I'm curious to see like what kind of people they find this time. And if um the type of games and the structure is going to be the same as season 3. Have you seen the guys who want you to say the N word and then when you do it, they get mad? No, I haven't seen that one specifically. The only ones that I've seen are, I think, people stealing like other people's groceries, or like people instigating fights outside on the streets, or people touching other people's like girlfriends. Like yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just foul shit. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, like you get a lot of views, but like, um, I'm not sure why platforms allow that type of content to be monetized. I don't know. Especially because you can understand how those kind of situations can rapidly evolve into, the authorities being involved, right? Like you touch someone's girlfriend, like depending on who you're doing it with, the guy is going to destroy you. And when there's violence, like, the police is going to show up immediately, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why you would do that. I think there was like this other guy. This is not streaming specifically, but there was this other guy who it came out on the news that he was trying to make a dance for TikTok on top of a pickup truck. No, not a pickup truck. It was like this like big like commercial trucks that they carry like a lot of like commercial products and like in the back. So he was like dancing on top of it, and they were on a highway, and the guy was just dancing for a TikTok video, and then because he was not like he was facing the back of the truck, right? There was like a bridge like behind him because the truck was kind of tall, and he just hit him and he just died. I'm like, bruh, like for the content, but like it doesn't really mean anything if you're dead. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this cloud obsession, okay, needs to stop. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with like two or three people talking to two or three people online. But I guess like also it comes down to perspective, right? Because I think these people probably they probably get used to it after having like such big audiences. And also like online culture is usually full of younger people, and so there's a lot of like immature type of content out there. So hopefully, um, I don't go that route. Okay, I'm praying. Okay, I'm praying that I'll foster a good community that'll keep me in check. Okay. in other popular news, um, I think everyone's talking about the elections. I think the entire world was talking about the elections. I think over here in Taiwan, I think everyone's watching it. Um, but yeah, I don't know over there like how has there been like any reaction or any big news happening over there because of the elections? Oh, by the way, Jen, season 4 for Singles Inferno should be coming out in 2025 in the beginning. 2025. Yeah, so I'll definitely keep an eye on that when it comes out. For now, just for now, have you watched the 3 episodes yet? Yes, for Arcane. Um, okay, without any spoilers, okay. How is it so far? It's great, just as good as season 1. Okay, okay, okay. That's promising. Yeah, I'll keep an eye. I need to be careful when navigating in YouTube because I don't want any spoilers out there. I think they make it 3 parts on purpose. Each 3 episodes is like a little mini arc. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think something that Riot excels at in their creative team is just the combination between stories and metaphors and connections and like the narrative, like driving the narrative of like the story that they're trying to show, their consumers. So usually like planning for 3 parts for Arcane, that's really really good. It also like builds up the hype because people are. I think if you release everything at once, it's like super hyped up for like a week, and then it just dies down. But then if you extend it, I think slowly people are like slowly basically like just waiting for it and just extending the hype for a longer period of time. And that's generally good because you want to keep more eyes on your type of product for a longer period of time. But yeah, they're really good. They're really really good. Um, there are a lot of rumors about because so for Arcane, right? Like the whole story is centered around like Piltover and Zon, and also there's Noxus involved, I think, and so there are so many different characters that could make an appearance. Just because there are so many characters that are involved in this kind of like in these regions, and so yeah, uh, I feel like it'll be interesting to see how they integrate like different characters and how they connect them together to make like this really good story. That's the reason. I think that's the reason why they came out with what's the name of the new champion? It's like the like Mel's mom. New champion, Ambessa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like they came out with this character, like this new champion, they came out with her like cinematic, and they did like kind of this whole kind of like campaign, like, this whole thing, okay, like introducing the character, and then at the same time, Arcane is coming out. I think that they're really good at doing that. But yeah, having all those connections, um, yeah, it's super super interesting. Wait, do you still play League? I mean, I don't play it anymore. I just like keep up with the news, but I don't really play it. But based on what I've seen from this champion, I feel like she's kind of broken. She looks like she can do so many things. Haven't played in 10 months. Nice. Yeah, I uninstalled it. I think I quit. But after watching Arcane, I want to play again. Maybe we should play again, okay? I'm kind of like a noob now. Because I haven't played. You know when was the last time I played? Oh my god. The last time I played League was when Affilios came out. When did Affilios come out? So I've never used that champion ever. 2019. Yeah. So it's been 5 years. That's been a minute. Yeah. Yeah. But I started time. I think I started playing it pretty early too. I started playing it when Lucian came out. So in high school, when did Lucian come out? 2013. Yeah, so I played it for 6 years and then I stopped. Have you always like played? Wait, what role do you usually play? Support? I think it was support, right? Yeah, but mostly ARAM. ARAM is actually really fun. Yeah, because you don't have to you don't have to like worry too much about like how to play the game. You just like kind of fight. Even when I was playing League, um, I didn't really play ranked that much. I played like normal games a lot. For ranked games, I think it was towards the end that I took it more seriously. Um, I think I got to plat. I don't remember. I think I got to plat, but then I didn't really put like too much time into it. If I did, I'm pretty sure. According to my friends, okay, I don't know. According to my friends, my level was around like plat one, plat two at the time. At the time, which was more impressive than now because at the time there was no emerald. I think was there masters? There was no grandmasters. I know that for sure, but there was no emerald. Um, so yeah, at the time I was like okay, decent. I actually started as a support player because I joined the game way later compared to my friends, and because I was the noob one in the beginning, so then yeah, they just sent me to play support. Um, but then yeah, after that I transitioned from support to ADC, just because ADC is way more fun. And then I feel like I don't know. I just find like when you're an ADC and you're like kiting or like you're team fighting and you're trying to dodge every single ability, it just makes it like challenging enough for the game to be fun. For support is I think you require more a macro kind of like knowledge, where not only do you need to like look out for yourself, but you need to look out for your teammates because you're trying to support them, right? In a team fight level, like you're not just your ADC support, but you're like your team support. So you're trying to like heal people or shield people or whatever. Yeah. So, but I didn't find that fun. I found that like ADC was like way more fun. So I remember that my first main, well, as a support, my main was Nami, and then I switched to Lucian when I was playing ADC. Then I started playing Vayne because at the time Vayne was like if you knew how to play Vayne, you could play like basically any other ADC, just because your kiting abilities and I like generally speaking like how to like move and attack with Vayne was there was a carryover effect with every single other ADC. I think now it doesn't really apply as much. Um, Yeah, then from Vayne I went to Jinx, and then slowly I just started like playing every single character in the ADC role. What else is new? Anything else happening in life? How's work treating you? Or do you do anything for Halloween too? I did a haunted house at Casa Loma. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think they do that every year, right? How was that? I've never been. Was it cold this time? Otherwise, nothing crazy for Halloween weekend or Halloween weekend. Yeah, I think a lot of people went out. Was it like last week? Um, but then usually like it's usually like haunted mansion or haunted house or the haunted house was nice. I went like a week before Halloween and it wasn't too bad. Worth the money, I think. Be right back. Okay. Um, yeah, I think if you enjoy that kind of stuff, and if you're not too scared of people trying to scare you, yeah, I think it's worth the money. Like you just go and enjoy your time, especially if you can go with friends. Um, Especially when you go with friends, I think that's the experience that is like worth paying, right? Generally, if you think about it, paying for people to scare you is not necessarily uh, the most like the best use of your money. However, I don't think you pay for that only, but you pay for the experience of hanging out with your friends and getting scared with your friends. In the same way that you would go to a hot pot and then you're paying for yourself, I guess you're paying other people because for yourself cooking your own food. Um, but then generally the counter would be like you're actually going to experience eating with your friends and then cooking together, kind of like the food. So yeah, as long as you enjoy it, that's fine. For me, I don't think. For me, I don't think I couldn't really do anything for Halloween. I'm trying to think. What did I do? I feel like I've been kind of busy over here just because I've been having to go out pretty frequently. Um, but I just can't remember exactly what. It's usually like my mom or my aunt. They have to like do something, and they're like, "Okay, come with us," because they usually want to use me to like carry their stuff. And then their excuse is like, you go to the gym, so you gotta use those muscles, right? And so yeah, you gotta carry um, our shopping carts, um, or like our shopping bags or whatever. Yeah, so I've been like I've been outside like quite a bit. I think for Halloween, was it a Thursday? I don't remember exactly what I did. We probably just went out and yeah, probably went out shopping. I think that's all I did. And then because I don't really know anyone here in Taiwan, so I couldn't really find people to go clubbing with. I think the clubbing scene here or the nightlife here in Taipei is pretty crazy. But yeah, I didn't really have a chance to go. But yeah, maybe next year. I was talking to I was talking to my mom, and she suggested that, like, maybe in the future, maybe, okay, maybe in the future, okay, we'll see how things go, but maybe we can plan a trip, okay? We can plan a trip with our friends in Toronto, and then we can like bring them here to Asia, okay? We can plan a trip here to Taiwan, and then maybe we can stop by Japan and Korea, like do like a multi destination kind of like trip. Um, and then yeah, one of them is going to be Taiwan. I think Taiwan is like super super nice. It's a really really good place uh, to visit. The food is really cheap. Um, yeah, there's like tons of good stuff, and then most of our friends know the language too, right? Like if you know how to speak Chinese, then yeah, you should be fine over here. It's not like Korea or Japan where, I mean, you need to rely on other people to know English just because we don't know Japanese or Korean. But yeah, like Taiwan is like kind of like a similar experience to, I think I would say Japan. I don't know about Korea, but except for the fact that it's probably going to be easier for us to like get around, and yeah, like this experience is going to be similar to Japan. But maybe we'll see. Okay, we can talk about it later. Oh, one of the things that I've been seeing a lot online, I don't know what it is, okay? And I don't know why people do this, okay? But I've been seeing a lot of like videos or streamers or like, people online just like talking about, I don't know I don't know if it's coordinated or not, but suddenly there's a wave of people just saying that like college doesn't matter. Have you guys seen that? Because I feel like um yeah, I've seen like a wave of people just trying to discredit it. Um, Maybe I'm just spending like way more time like online, and that's why. But like maybe they've always had like that kind of like opinion online. Like you've always seen that kind of opinion online, and I'm just seeing it now. But I feel like I've seen it like a lot like recently. Like people just like shitting on college or like shitting on university. Like, oh, like, you don't have to go to university. Just go to just work after high school and then go to a trade school or something. I'm like, okay. I feel like that's such a reductive way to think about stuff. But okay. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look into the FST7 training that was sent to me in the chat. Just give me one sec. FSC stands for fascia stretch training, and the 7 refers to the 7 sets performed usually as the final exercise for a target body part. However, 7s are more than just a pump set. They are one detail of a full system designed to elicit a maximum hormonal response and muscle hypertrophy. Oof. I don't know. I'm sensing a lot of BS. Um, but let's see. Also, 7 sets is a lot for one exercise. But FST7. And then especially like, okay, let me give you a piece of advice, okay? If you're trying to find good exercise training, and I'm not saying this is the case, okay? I'm just saying that if you go online and you find a program or a training style that fixates on a specific number, that's usually a red flag, okay? So for this one, for example, FST7 refers to like the 7 sets performed usually as the final exercise. I don't know. When it comes to exercise science, it's more nuanced than that. Usually, like you can make the case for three, four, five, six, maybe seven sets for an exercise. Um, but it's going to be like dependent on the circumstance, right? You can't usually when you see uh, people preaching about like one set number for one like specific like goal is a bit red flaggy, let's say. Okay, now it could be the case that this is totally good, totally true. I just don't know enough about it. But I'm just saying in general, I'm not saying this method, okay, doesn't work. I'm just saying that in general, you should be aware of uh, traps like this, that they fixate on a specific number and they try to make it sound cool by saying that something should be performed at that specific target. Yeah, just be careful with that, okay? Can I do FFT7 every day? Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I'll probably do some research off stream. Oh yeah, what do you think of Time Guesser last time? Oh, it was super fun. I uploaded a video, basically of that portion of the stream where we play the game. It's actually pretty funny because I watched it. I watched it back in order to edit it. Right? Yeah, it's super fun. But I feel like like, well, I don't. I think you're really good at it. Because a lot of guesses, I think you did really really well, and somehow you got the years right too. But I feel like I'm not. I'm not too good at it. Despite what my background might suggest. Well, I mean, I haven't been in a lot of places in the world. I think like I haven't been to Europe or to the Middle East at all. It's only been Asia, North America, and South America, and so I'm probably pretty bad at the game. But yeah, that was really fun. Um, Last time, that was the I think that was the first stream, right? Because on the second stream, I think with my brother we played higher or lower. That one was really fun too. Um, and I think if we can get like more people and if we play code names, that'll be super fun. Especially if everyone hops on a call and then we start like saying the hints like that. That'll be super super funny. Um, it's played a small handful of times, and I've played it a bit of GeoGuessr before. Oh yeah, GeoGuessr. I think I have friends from high school that really like to play that. And then especially recently, there's like this guy who on YouTube, I think his name is like Rainbow or something. And then he basically knows the entire world. Like you can see him like guessing like every single from one image, and he's like, okay, yeah, it's right here. The time thing comes with practice, like vehicles, structures, and outfits. Wait, what's higher or lower? Yes, I love Rainbow. Yeah, yeah, his shorts are like really really funny, and they're somehow like addicting to watch. Cause then you're like, there's no way he's gonna like guess this, right? There's no way, and then he just guesses it, and I was like, okay. Or it's not even a guess because he knows where it is. So like, it's not like yeah, he just like there's no way he knows about this, and then he just gets it. Um, so yeah. Higher or lower. Oh, higher or lower is the game where you have like two different like images, or not two different images, two different terms, and then you have to like guess which one is googled more or less, basically. Let me show you super quickly. So this one, right? Let me show you super quickly. Classic. Yeah, so you start with Business Insider, has 450K average monthly searches, right? So then you're trying to guess like, okay, PlayStation VR, does it have higher searches or lower searches compared to like Business Insider? I think it has lower. Okay, so you guess lower, and I guess it was the same. So then, yeah, so my score is 1. And then we're trying to, basically last time, my high score, you can see it here, is 4. And we're trying to surpass that. Lower. Definitely lower. I don't know who this is. Um, higher? Higher? Okay, higher. Okay, okay. Good, good. The Grand Budapest Hotel. That's gonna be higher. That's gonna be higher. 100% higher. Okay? Yeah, 100%. I agree. I agree. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, this game is pretty hard, okay? Um, let's play again. Let's try one more time, okay? Harry Potter. Rolex. Ooh. I feel like it's gonna be lower. It's gonna be lower. 5 million? 5 million is a lot. Lower. Lower. 100%. Easy. Vin Diesel. It's gonna be lower or higher. Actually, I don't know. It should be around the same, I think. Oof. I want at least not popular ones. I don't think so. Do we want to say lower? Do we want to say lower? Do we think that people around the world are going to search about Vin Diesel randomly without any new movies coming out? Or any new like popular movies coming out? The problem with this game is that sometimes your intuition is right, but then you doubt it so much and then you go against it. And then you fuck yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go lower, okay? Fuck. Okay, lower, lower, lower. Easy, easy, easy. I knew it. I knew it. Dalai Lama. Isn't that the Tibetan thing? The Tibetan guy? I think it's lower. I think it's gonna be lower, okay? I asked people around the world who Vin Diesel is, and then people know it, okay? If I ask people about this, probably don't know. Probably don't know. Yeah, it's lower. 100%. 100%. Easy. Toyota, higher. Higher, of course. Of course. Brian Clough. Never heard of this person, therefore lower. Okay? Lower. Easy. Lower. Okay, okay. We beat the high score, okay? Gotta get to 10. We're trying to get to 10, okay? General Electric, higher, okay? Never heard of this guy. Never heard of this guy. Easy. Higher. Bali bombing. Ooh. Bali bombing? I kind of want to say lower. The problem is 246 kind of low. It's kind of low. Average monthly searches? It's kind of low. What do you think? Higher or lower? No clue on this one. It's got to be lower. Okay, it's got to be lower. I've never heard of this. I never heard of this, okay? Okay, okay. We good. We good. We good. George Michael. Do we know who that is? It's got to be higher though. 9,000? 9,000 is nothing. Average monthly searches? I guess no one cares about Bali. It's got to be higher. It's got to be higher. It's got to be higher. Easy. Easy. 2 million. Easy. Gmail? Ooh. It's got to be higher, okay? We're talking about Google searches here, okay? We're talking about Google searches here, okay? It's got to be higher. Higher? Yeah, of course. Anything that comes out here is lower because no one's going to beat 500 million searches, okay? Tax avoidance. This is going to be higher, okay? You know how many people online I've seen obsess trying to escape taxes, okay? And the funniest part is that people who make that kind of content, their audience don't even have the income to avoid the taxes, which is the funniest shit ever. Okay, but yeah, I think people have an obsession to try to avoid taxes because they want to earn more money. This has got to be higher, 100% higher, higher, easy. Fuck. Wait, what? Anyways, well, 10 points. Okay, 10 points is pretty good. Okay, last time we only did 4. So yeah, that's the game. Where is it? Here. Wait, I'm actually surprised that for tax avoidance it was that low. I, I swear, I thought it would be like so much higher. I don't know. Oh, where did my brother go? I think he went to the gym. Quick video. But yeah, Jen. Yeah, that's the higher and lower game. That's what we were playing last time. It was pretty fun. We didn't get like this time we got like 10 points, right? I think last time we played like 7 rounds, and then the highest we could get it was like 4 points. But yeah, it's like super fun. But anyways, as I was saying before, like I think like if we could get more people and play code names, and then everyone hops on Discord, and then we start like giving the hints like that through the Discord. I think that would be really really fun. Actually, that would be so fun. But I don't know what you think about that. Yeah, totally down for code names. Yeah, especially if because you can do it through a through the link, right? Like they have an online version, right? So we can just like do it through that link that you sent last time. Like if we can play it online, yeah, that would be so fun. Because I feel like every time we play it in person, it's so much fun. Someone like there's always someone who says something that is like really really funny, given the context, and then we just start dying laughing. Yeah, that would be super fun. Same, we just need more people. Yeah, I've been thinking about like, do you think Saturdays, streaming on Saturdays, especially Saturday night, do you think like that's a good time? I suspect that a lot of people are usually like outside on Saturday nights, like going out. So like usually, not a lot of people are free to come join the stream. That's my guess, but I don't know. I don't know what you think about that. I'm guessing maybe even weekdays are better. Mm, yeah, like weekdays at night, maybe. I mean, like the reason why I do it Saturday night is because of the change of schedule. So like for me, usually like throughout the day, um, because I'm always kind of like outside, so it doesn't really work for me to do it like weekday nights. So it would be weekday mornings for me. Yeah, it only works for me to like stream on Sunday mornings. So that would be like Saturday night for you. Because then like even after this, I need to go out because I need to meet my aunt and my mom, because they want to go. I don't know. They want to like eat lunch or something. Because my aunt wants to invite us for lunch or something like that. Um, so yeah, like this is the only time that works for me. But in the future, when I leave Taiwan, and I go back to North America. I think I'll probably do it on weekday nights, but like I don't know. Like I just need some feedback on like what kind of schedule would you prefer? Because my guess is like Saturdays, people are just they're not really at home. They're like going out for either like either dinner or just going out with friends or something. I think Saturday or Sunday night could work. Sunday night, maybe people are not going out as much. Yeah, that could work too. Yeah, Sunday nights. Yeah, but then that's assuming that I'll be streaming like once a week. If I do decide to stream twice a week, um, then what would be like a good time? Maybe like weekday, weekday. Because I think that yeah, it can't be Friday or Saturday night. I think people are going out on those days. Weekdays, I'm afraid that weekdays people are like tired. Most people usually work. Although like you can listen to me in the background too, right? I just rant about like random stuff. Um, but yeah, Sunday nights probably work. But yeah, I think both of you missed out on. Wait, do you guys hear about like what I was talking in the beginning? So basically, I was like going over the kind of like injury that I have in my like the back of my neck and my mid back, like around my traps and my neck. I don't know if I don't know if I was only talking to my brother or like you joined, but anyways, no, I think I missed that. Yeah, so I was basically talking about like having a internal debate about whether I should keep going. Okay, so basically, like I have a pinched nerve here. I think is like around my neck, and then is causing like pain, and the pain itself is not too intense. But the problem, the sort of like worrying part is that it's been like months like this already, and so I think that it's probably time to get it fixed because, if you have that kind of like issue for months and months, it's probably not a good sign. And especially if I'm doing something to aggravate it, then it could potentially uh, hinder its ability to recover in the future. So, um, so basically, I'm trying to decide between basically just push it through for like one more month because I'm trying to hit a specific I'm trying to hit a goal for my squat and like basically my performance at the gym, um, or I should just like give it up and then just think about it like long term. And I think the obvious logical answer is just to like give it up and to just recover like properly and rest. But I think I'm so close because it's November and then December is just right there, and I can just like push it like for a couple weeks and then test it and then just rest. But I think the responsible choice is to just live it. So yeah, I'm just kind of like having a debate between like those two options. maybe recover first. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I definitely like when I search like all the symptoms and everything, it just perfectly describes my situation. So, yeah, I'm trying to see if I should like see a physician, um, but or if I should just like recover. I'm not sure. It's just kind of expensive. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, the most important thing is to rest and let it recover. And I need to like change my whole training too, because anything that is training basically with a bar on your back or a hinging movement, it probably aggravates it. Um, Maybe some back exercises too. Like I think they make it worse. It's easier because they can tell you what not to do, and you just kind of like trust them. Um, but then like if I don't have one, I need to like experiment a little bit and then see like which ones make it worse. Yeah, but probably need to get that checked out. Oh, also one thing that I wanted to bring up, I realized that when I'm editing my stream, right? Um, I noticed that sometimes my connection drops, and so the video kind of like cuts. Do you guys experience that, or have you experienced it so far? Because when I download the full video, I think there are parts where like I'm just talking and it just cuts into like and it kind of fast forwards to another portion of like what I was talking about. Um, yeah, I don't know if that kind of makes sense, but basically the connection drops and things get cut out. But I don't know if you guys experience that on your end. Sometimes, but rarely. Okay. Yeah. I think part of the issue is because I'm not using my own Wi-Fi. I'm using my aunt's Wi-Fi who lives upstairs, and it doesn't make sense for us to get Wi-Fi because we don't live here in Taiwan, like frequently. So, yeah, your Wi-Fi probably not stable. Yeah, exactly. And over the last 2 weeks, it's kind of annoying because the weather here hasn't been good. I don't know how much the weather affects the Wi-Fi, but especially I think if there's a typhoon coming by Taiwan, then yeah, it's probably not good. So like I think a week ago we had a typhoon coming, and then the week before, we were already like preparing for it because the weather, even as the typhoon was approaching, the weather was not good. Like it was raining every single day, and then I think there is another one coming, but it's actually not passing through Taiwan. It's like I think it's going over the Philippines, but it's close enough to Taiwan to affect the weather here. So it's still raining over here, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm not sure how much of that affects the Wi-Fi, um, but hopefully not too much. And because my aunt lives alone, usually, I think that helps the connection, just because there's not that much traffic. The most frustrating part is that when I'm editing, um, and I feel like I'm listening to myself and I'm making a really good point. I'm like, yes, go, let's go, kill that point, and it gets cut, and I'm like, fuck. Oh, something that I wanted to bring up in this stream too. I just remembered. Um, I think there has been. Um, I don't know how official it is, but I've been hearing people uploading videos or I've been seeing videos where people are talking about how YouTube is trying to censor a lot of like different type of content, or not censor, but like basically they're trying to adjust their algorithm to not push like specific types of content. So the reason I'm bringing it up is because it affects the type of content that I do, right? So usually, like I'm probably in this channel, I'm probably gonna bring up a lot of like fitness related content, right? And I think that's one of the topics that I think YouTube is trying to uh, basically. I think censor is a very strong word, but it's just like not push it as much as other topics. And the reason that they give is because of the negative effects of like quote unquote YouTube fitness to the audiences. Because a lot of people, guys and girls, are getting like body dysmorphia from all these people who look like perfect on camera with the proper lighting, the proper editing. Because you have like a lot of uh, people watching YouTube who are like, you know, in their teens, right? And, you know, having them exposed to like perfect bodies is usually like a negative kind of uh, I don't know, exposure. So that's why like they're trying to limit that amount of content and adjusting their algorithm so that it doesn't push it as much. Um, but then like there's a lot of blowback about that because obviously when you look at YouTube Fitness, um, yes, there's a portion that is like super like obsessive, but then there's also another portion of YouTube Fitness that is more like entertainment, where like people kind of like just do challenges and they put a fitness twist to it. Or they might, you know, cook something and then they put like a, you know, healthy twist to it. And but then like by kind of adjusting the algorithm, you're affecting all of those people, right? Not only the obsessive crowd, but then also the content creators who are more on the entertainment part. Um, so yeah, I I think I understand the rationale why they're doing it, but then I think you probably need to be consistent to like, well, like the issue is that it's not consistent with like other areas that could be harmful as well. So for example, like if you look at mukbangs, right? Like those are those are crazy, but I don't think they're like censoring that or they're like, you know, adjusting their algorithm for that. So yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know how they'll balance that, and whether you know they're gonna listen to the feedback. But hopefully, it doesn't affect me too much because I don't want to be talking about fitness all day. Maybe 5 years ago, 2019, 2020 me would have loved that. But I think, you know, there's probably more important things to talk about and more fun things to talk about too. Do you guys have any plans for the future, for the, you know, coming month since I think the weather's getting kind of cold over there? I think for me, usually, I think I'm waiting on some documents right now. Once the documents come out, I might be able to I might be able to go back to Toronto. There's a small change of plans, which is going to allow me to stay in Toronto for a couple weeks. I think nothing conclusive yet. Okay, but I'll be able to go back to Toronto for a little bit, and then I have to go back to the U.S. and then I need to like you know stay there for a long time. But initially, the plan was to go back to Toronto and stay there for a couple days, just you know get everything sorted out and just leave. But I think now because there's a change of plans and on the timing, because my mom is now waiting for some documents, then I get to stay in Toronto for a couple weeks, a couple extra weeks. So that's a good thing. Um, we're planning to go for dinner next week. Nice. Where are you planning to go? Oh yeah, you mean two of us. Okay. Yes, we gotta decide a time later. Take pictures of the food, okay? Of course. Oh, I was saying before, okay? Jen, I was saying, I don't know if you listened, okay, when you left, but I was saying, in the future, I was talking to my mom. Maybe, okay, maybe we can plan a big trip with friends, come to Asia, okay, do a multi destination kind of like thing, go over to Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. Taiwan is super nice. We all know the language. We can get around much, uh, much more. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think it would be super fun, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess that would be fun. Yeah. I think the good thing about Taiwan is like is the experience is gonna be similar to Japan. I think things are cheap. Um, there's a lot of good food, and if you are vegetarian or vegan, there's a lot of options available. Yo, who are you? My name is Julio. Okay, I'm streaming here. Talk about fitness, a little bit of relationships, although we haven't gotten into that yet. Self improvement, just random stuff. Thank you for stopping by. But we should try something closer first, like a cottage trip or Montreal or New York. Yeah, I think that'll be fun too. Um, the only problem is that I think most people usually are pretty busy with work. And so it's gonna be difficult to find a time where everyone is available. That's the only thing. Like it would have to be like Christmas time when everyone is having like vacation. But then even then, I think people plan usually to go visit their families. So yeah, that'll be difficult to plan. But yeah, I think we can see as long as we do it in a timely manner. Because I think in the past there were efforts that we were trying to do to like where we were trying to go to Montreal, but then I don't think enough people were down, so it never went through. But um, I think now maybe should be possible if enough people are down. Um, but yeah, we'll see. I think that we've been hanging out in Toronto for quite a bit, so that's why. So, what are your plans, bro? My plans about what? My plans about streaming of like YouTube fitness. Well, like generally, what I have in mind is I probably want to give like a little bit of. It's gonna be a mixture about covering different events in the fitness industry. It's going to be educational stuff, informational stuff. Maybe if I grow enough, I can have conversations with other people because there are a lot of good creators in the space where they give really good information. But I think that there is like I probably agree with them like 95%, but there's that 5% that we can have like good conversations about. So yeah, that's generally my plan. Just inform people and just have fun and help people get in shape and yeah, because those are like the kind of uh, that when it comes to fitness and nutrition and supplementation, all that kind of stuff, that's what I feel confident about. Yeah. All right. Good luck, bro. See you around. All right. Make sure to subscribe. See you. Oh, also a quick update on the Jeff Nipper situation, right? I think that happened like I think it's old news. Um, but I think the footage came out of the gym where he got assaulted, and I think there was a little bit of drama because basically people were talking about how there was a portion of his side of the story that was not entirely true. So he did say that he was approached by the mic guy, um, but apparently that wasn't really true. Like he approached it, he approached it, and then he went after. He like walked towards Mike and then said like, he probably said like, "Hey, what do you mean by that?" Which is still fine. It still doesn't it doesn't really justify him like assaulting him, but yeah, that was one of the craziest news, I think. But I think the whole situation is resolved by now. So yeah, hopefully none of that drama again. I mean, it will be good for me because then we get to cover it, but um, it's just not something you want to see. Sometimes. Oh, give me 1 second. My AirPods are dying. Give me 1 second. Okay, took off my AirPods. Can you still hear me? Okay. Because usually when I switch between the sound, uh, the different like device sound output between my computer and my AirPods, usually like the sound gets like messed up, and usually it cuts my mic. But I think you should be hearing me okay, right? Just let me know. Also, Taiwan is so humid; it's kind of ridiculous. You know how when you when you buy a cold drink, right? Usually, when you leave it outside at room temperature, the sort of like outside of the bottle becomes wet, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if I'm making sense, but basically, when you have a cold drink and you put it in room temperature, right, the bottle becomes wet because I think there is a mismatch in the temperature between like inside the bottle and outside the bottle. So like the humidity around the bottle like kind of liquefies. Okay, I think that's the explanation. I don't know. You can fact check me, okay? If you know more about science than me, but basically that is what is happening, but at a room scale where like this room is like the AC is turned on, okay, and I have a sliding door that has glass on it, okay, and then when you go outside of the room and then you touch the glass from the outside, it's wet. And I'm like, bro, like it's so humid over here. It's just so dumb. So humid and so warm. You know, when I'm in Toronto and then people complain about the weather being like super dry, I'm like, you know what? Dry is good. Dry is not too bad. Okay, just moisturize. It's fine. Okay, as opposed to humid, you're all sticky all the time. Nah. You know what? I prefer dry. Dry is not too bad. It's okay. Okay. Uh I gotta leave soon, but I still have some time. So how about we play a few rounds of higher lower, and then we call it a day, okay? Because I gotta go soon. What do you think? Yes, no, or maybe time guesser, whichever game you guys prefer. So options are higher lower, time guesser, uh, Wordle, or maybe another game that you have in mind. The Geo one, time guesser, the one where we have to. Okay, okay, time guesser. Okay. Um, just give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Can you see it? Okay, let's do it. Play. No timer. Okay, let's go. Jen, you're gonna carry us, okay? I'm trusting you here. Okay, this is old, black and white. Disney artist on strike. Well, I mean, Disney artist, right? Florida? Hollywood 1960s? Hollywood? Like California? Isn't Disney in Florida? Oh, there's a Disney in California too, I think. But where did it start? Like, is the Orlando one like the OG one? Or I mean, I do agree that it's like around 1960. Disney film, I guess, not the theme park. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So Hollywood is in LA, right? Wait, did I just see Ontario? Ontario. Okay. Hollywood, Hollywood. Where's Hollywood? Do you guys know? I suck at geography. I wonder if the Disney artists are based on LA. North of LA. Like around this area? Because you can see like mountains here, right? So maybe like around this area. Zoom in a little. It's gotta be 1960s, eh? strings on me. Da, da, da. Okay, we just need to nail the location. Give me 1 sec. Briarwood, Lake, Los Angeles. No, I meant zoom in on the map. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. What do you want to, where do you want me to zoom in? San Fernando. Riverside, Anaheim, north of LA. Beverly Hills. Where is that? I mean, I know it's like around LA, but like where? What part of LA? North, east, south? West Hollywood, right there. Okay. West Hollywood. Where is it? Where is it? Glendale. Here? Oh, right here. Okay. Oh, is it this one? Hollywood Hills? Oh, the Hollywood sign right here, right? So it should be like around this mountainy area, no? There's a road here, no? So like one of these, somewhere here or here. My guess would be in that area. Okay, yeah. So we'll just do something here. All right. Sending it. Okay, let's send it. 1960s Hollywood, right here. Boom. 19 years off. 1941. And it was right there. 2.8 miles. Nice. It is the year. 1941. Okay. She has a phone. Does she have a phone? Or is she like adjusting her glasses? Anyways, let's move on. That was a really good guess, though. Ooh. This is super old. 1930s. 35? Greece? It sounds like Greek, the language. Yeah, it sounds like Greek. Well, it looks like Greek. Look at that. Look at that. Kappa? On that reflection. Reflection. Like here? Oh, here. Blam. Yeah, look at that. That's alpha, beta. That has to be Greek, no? Am I tripping? Ukraine, Hungary. Right here. 1950s? Really? The previous picture was 1941. Do you think that picture was like before? The print of that guy's face seems very clear. Okay, 1950s. Let's go. Greece. I would say I have no idea. Foo something blam. Let me see if that's the name of the city. There's like wires and stuff, so I'm thinking technology. Okay. Um, yeah, you might be right. We'll see. Okay. Um, should I just like randomly Athens or something? I don't know. I feel like it's older than 1950s. Maybe we can compromise, okay? I'm saying 1930 something, and then you're saying 1950s. So we can compromise at 45. Go with your gut. All right. 44. 44. Of course. 100%. 44. Make a guess. Not even close. It was so modern. But it was in Greece, okay? But how come the picture looks so it looks so old compared to the wait, I'm pretty sure in 1988 we already had colored pictures, no? That was deceiving. I didn't even see the desk in the back. Um Really? Can you tell that this is like modern picture from the desk? Your camera was in the bottom left corner of the stream. Ah, true. Okay, okay, okay. I'll make sure to show everything then, okay? 186. Okay. Um, this looks like well, this looks old because of the cars, right? Like, look at the cars. Look at the cars. Old cars, 1910s. Okay. Oh, BNO. Yes, BNO. Um, now the place. Florida Windblad. Um, Let me tell what language. Is this English? There's no way it's English. Radio. Let's go Jason. Could be. Roger. I'm pretty sure this is paper, but like in another language. I just don't know which one. Papel. French, Italian. What's that street sign on top of the traffic light? Street sign on top of this one, top of the traffic light. It's just a sign. Ooh, hold up. Can't really tell. Yep, you're right. No left turn. Yeah. Driving on right side of street, so probably not UK. Yep. Um, I'm thinking. I'm thinking it has to be a. Because I think it has to be like France or. Is it France? Wait. Do we know which kind of O this is? Like, in which language do we find this O with a cross? Or like Wimbledon? People are dressing. The traffic light could be giving 1930s actually. 1930s. Okay, let me show you what's here in this corner so that my camera is not covering it. But this is basically what you see in this side of the picture. L. Martinson. Indupak. Radio. Let me look at the structure of the buildings. Oh. Netherlands. Yes, it could be. Hold on. Could it be Denmark? I don't know why I'm getting Denmark vibes, but Netherlands. Hold on, let me see. Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Estonia. Where's the Netherlands? Oh, right here. Give me one sec. Let me. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. The O. Here. The O right here. Isn't it the same as this one? Do other languages have like this too? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Copenhagen, yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought it was like Denmark. Like, the reason is, I guess B&O is Bang and Olufsen, right? And then here, it seems like, so right here, hold on, let me see, so that my camera is not covering it. It seems like it says Martinson, and then here, it's like something Sen as well. It just gives me like Denmark vibes. I don't know. Copenhagen. Yeah. Can't tell. All right, should we send it? (1930s), Denmark. All right, let's see. 31 years off. But we were right there. Okay, location-wise, we're pretty good. Okay, it's just a year. 1961? Really? They had these cars in 1961? Location came clutch. Yes. All right, next round. Round 4. Annual Academy Awards. It's US, no? Vegas? Red carpet? Oscars, Hollywood? Is the red carpet in Hollywood? Does it usually happen in Hollywood? Are people wearing masks? Do you see any phones? Big ass camera. Someone picking his nose. Are people wearing masks? No masks. maybe 2016. Outfits and shoes. Big calves, big calves. Better genetics than me. Um, Shoes and outfits. Well, I feel it's giving me 2018. Oh yeah, I'll trust you on that because like you're the shoes person. Okay, you're the one who knows about the shoes the most. You probably had these shoes. Okay, so are we doing like West Hollywood? Do we know like the um the building where they're at? The 70th Annual Academy Awards. Oh, that should give us a good. When did the Academy Awards start? It's like 70th. Um, Maybe 3 years ago. Like 2021. Like after COVID. What's to say that that's Chris Paul was in his lab 71st. I want to say that the Chris. Oh yeah, Will Smith slap. Yeah, 71st. That was 2020, 2022 or 2021. Was 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, you know what? Let's do 2021. Okay, but I think the picture is a bit older. Yeah, but like they can be deceiving, you know, because but I have no clue. Can we zoom in into the any big buildings in the Hollywood area? Uh, Santa Monica, Pacific Design. Um, Hold on. Walk of Fame. The I don't see any big buildings. Um, Maybe this one. Or maybe like one of the hotels here, Hollywood VIP Hotel. The resolution is not good. I'd say maybe 2005. Yeah, but 2005. Um, I agree that the resolution is not good, but it's the 70th Annual Academy Awards, right? If it's true, then it should be pretty recent, right? To be honest, I don't actually know when the 70th was. Okay. Let's see. I don't see any iPhones or anything. This camera. So are we guessing that this was before COVID? Maybe like I kind of want to say 2018. But it could be 2005. I don't know. Streamer got to make the final guess. All right. Let's ramp up the confidence right here, okay? I'd say, okay, I'll say 2010. Okay, 2010. You know, 70 ends with a 0. 2010 ends with a 0 too, okay? So you gotta like make it a nice round number, okay? 2010. All right. And then look at this, okay? Who wears these kind of like socks, okay? You gotta be all the way down here or all the way up here, okay? It's outdated. 2010. I'm saying 2010. Okay? All right, make a guess. Easy. Boom. 12 years off. Close enough. 1998. But location is quite close, okay? Location is quite close. What the fuck, 1998? Yeah, didn't you say white Fila's were like 2018? Okay, you know what? As long as we get the location right, it's good enough. Y2K style, it totally threw me off. Maybe 2018 was their comeback. Maybe. Okay, this is London. London traders. They're driving on the left side. Left side is London, right? It's gotta be the UK. It's gotta be the UK. Easy. Coca-Cola, Graphing College. Yeah, it's gotta be UK. UK 100%. Okay, but where? Let's see. Tusker. Is that like a name of a place, or is that like a British slang for truck? Not gonna lie, I'm not sure if these people look English. But then, hold up. Cambrian building. Menswear, drapers, travel goods. This looks like 1978. Central building. Do we know flag where? Oh, here. I don't know. Jamaican. Oh, true. It could be Jamaican. But do we like for the license plates? They all start with K. Do we know do we know any in South Africa? Do they drive on the left side? Could be left side, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me think about this. Okay. Um, bookshop. Maybe Jamaica. Do you know if in Jamaica they drive on the left side? You know what I'm leaning towards? I'm not 100% sure. I'll give 50% conviction on this. Okay. Maybe it's the Cayman Islands. They drive on the left side. Now I don't remember if their license plates all start with K, but I do know that their currency, like the short version, is like KY. Um, was it KY? Actually, I'm not even sure anymore. Um, Jamaica. This flag. Hold on. Let me think about this. I feel like this has to be an English speaking country. There's so much English here. Bookshop, modern electric, uh, national something. Uh, actually, I don't know. I don't think that's English. Maganlao stores, or it's just a name. I don't know. Menswear, drapers, travel goods, gems. Um, Gems of Zodiac. Leader. Cambrian Building. Is there a lot of English like hold on, let me find Jamaica first. Is it Jamaica? The location name sounds English. Okay. Manchester, yeah, yeah. Okay, 1978. All right, I'm sending it. Let's do it. 1978. Are we okay with 1978? Is the capital on the other side of the island? Kingston? Oh, yeah, yeah, it is. Norman. This is the main airport, right? Norman Manley International Airport. Let's do. Let's do. Right there. Right there. Are we okay with 1978? Maybe towards the middle of the capital? All right, sending it. Oh no, it was not even close. But the year was close. It was in Kenya. K for Kenya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I didn't know Kenya was like so like English-fied, you know what I mean? Like just like so many English names. I swore it would be the UK or something. Yeah, it sounds like English. Like Village Market, Westgate Shopping Mall, Wilson Airport. Yeah, I don't think there was any way for us to guess this one, okay? We just didn't have enough information. You searched up Jamaican flag. It's green and yellow and black. What about Kenya flag? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't a bad guess from us. Yeah, we'll get better as we go, okay? I think the other ones were pretty good, no? The the ones from Greece, the Denmark one, the LA. I think there were two from LA, right? Everything else is pretty good. Okay. I gotta end the stream, okay? Gotta go soon. Thanks for or the stream. I'll drop some videos in the next few days. Uh, if you want, you can rewatch them. Yeah, and then just drop a like, comment, and yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.